Imagine for a moment that attracting women didn't require a fat bank account, flashy cars, or luxurious vacations. What if the key to capturing a woman's attention and respect lay not in material wealth, but in something far deeper, something that every man has the power to cultivate within himself? Truth is, while society often pushes the narrative that women are drawn to money, the reality is far more nuanced. Yes, wealth can open doors, but it's not the golden ticket. There's something else, something more profound, that can make you the kind of man women are genuinely drawn to. This is where Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life that has been guiding great men for centuries, teaching them to master their emotions, maintain their independence, and live with a sense of purpose. And guess what? These are exactly the traits that women find irresistible. In this video, we're going to dive into the psychological reasons why women are attracted to certain men. Men who might not be rich, but who have something much more valuable. We'll explore the principles of Stoicism that can help you master the art of being unavailable in just the right way, elevating your perceived value and making you more desirable without ever having to rely on wealth. If you find this video insightful and it resonates with you, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more content that helps you become the best version of yourself, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Why being less available is a man's superpower. Increased perceived value. Scarcity is a concept deeply rooted in both economics and psychology, and its principles apply just as powerfully to human relationships. The less available something is, the more valuable it becomes in the eyes of those who desire it. This is not just a modern phenomenon, it's a timeless truth recognized by the Stoics. A man who is not always accessible, who does not bend over backward to be available at every whim, is perceived as having a life of purpose and direction. This perception creates a natural allure because it signals that his time is valuable, his energy is finite, and his priorities are well aligned. In Stoicism, the concept of apatheia, a state of being free from emotional disturbance, teaches that true value comes from within, not from external validation. When a man limits his availability, he is, in essence, practicing apatheia. He is not driven by the need to be seen, approved, or constantly engaged with others. Instead, he cultivates his inner world, his own pursuits, and his self-mastery. This self-contained strength is what elevates his worth in the eyes of others. By not being perpetually accessible, communicates that his life is rich with purpose, goals, and self-discipline. This scarcity of his presence makes each interaction more meaningful, each moment more significant, thus increasing his perceived value. The scarcity principle suggests that people tend to value what is less available. In relationships, an unavailable person seems more desirable because they're not easily attainable. The challenge and excitement that come with scarcity make pursuing someone who's unavailable feel like an adventurous quest, providing a sense of thrill and accomplishment. This dynamic is exactly what Stoicism advocates. Focusing on your own path and letting others find value in you, as you are not always available to them. When you embody this principle, you become the person whose presence is cherished because it's not taken for granted. Furthermore, the Stoics believe that self-control is the highest form of power. A man who is selective about where he invests his time and energy demonstrates that he controls his life rather than letting life control him. This control, this self-mastery, is incredibly attractive because it is so rare. In a world where most people are at the mercy of their desires, impulses, and external demands, a man who exhibits this kind of restraint stands out. His scarcity is not about playing games or manipulating others. It's about living in accordance with his values, directing his energy toward what truly matters, and letting go of the need to be constantly engaged with the world. This in itself is a powerful message that resonates deeply with those around him, especially women who value a man of substance over a man of superficial wealth. Maintaining mystery. In an age where oversharing is the norm and transparency is often mistaken for authenticity, the value of mystery cannot be overstated. Stoicism, with its emphasis on discretion and the wise use of words, teaches us that not everything needs to be revealed or explained. There's power in silence, in holding back, and in allowing others to wonder. This mystery, cultivated through a measured approach to communication and interaction, keeps people intrigued and invested. The Stoics practiced what we might call strategic silence, a deliberate withholding of information not out of deceit, but out of wisdom. When a man doesn't reveal everything about himself immediately, it creates an air of enigma that naturally piques curiosity. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human nature. People are drawn to what they cannot fully understand or predict. When everything about a person is laid out on the table, interest often wanes. But when there's always something more to discover, something just out of reach, keeps others engaged and invested in the pursuit of understanding. Stoic philosophy teaches that our inner world is vast and complex, and not everything within us needs to be shared or made public. By maintaining an element of mystery, a man demonstrates that he values his own inner sanctum and that he doesn't feel the need to externalize every thought, feeling, or experience. This restraint is not only a sign of emotional maturity, but also a reflection of deep self-confidence. It suggests that he is not seeking validation from others by revealing his every move or thought. Instead, he is content with his own company, his own thoughts, and his own journey. This self-assuredness is magnetic because it stands in stark contrast to the oversharing culture that pervades modern life. Maintaining mystery helps in preserving the enigma around you. It piques curiosity, keeping women engaged because not everything about you is laid out on the table from the start. This air of mystery allows room for imagination, keeping interest alive and strong. In essence, maintaining mystery aligns with the Stoic principle of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. It's about being intentional with your presence and your words, recognizing that what you don't say can be just as powerful, if not more so, than what you do say. This approach not only keeps others intrigued, but also preserves the integrity of your inner life, ensuring that you remain in control of your narrative in your relationships. Confidence and independence. Confidence and independence are at the heart of Stoic philosophy, and they are also key traits that naturally draw people in. The Stoics believe that true confidence comes from within, specifically from a deep understanding of oneself and one's values. This self-assurance is not based on external achievements or the opinions of others, but on the knowledge that you are in control of your own life, emotions, and reactions. A Stoic man is self-reliant, meaning he does not depend on others for validation or happiness. He knows that his worth is not tied to how others perceive him, but is instead rooted in his own character and actions. This level of self-sufficiency is incredibly attractive because it signals to others, especially women, that he is not needy, desperate, or easily swayed by external influence. Instead, he is grounded in his own principles and capable of navigating life with poise and assurance. Stoicism teaches that independence is a form of strength. When a man does not rely on others to fulfill his emotional or psychological needs, he is free to pursue his own path, unaffected by the fluctuations of the external world. This independence is not about isolation, but about the ability to stand firm in your own beliefs and decisions, regardless of what others think or do. It's about being the master of your own fate, which is a quality that women find irresistibly attractive because it suggests stability, reliability, and inner strength. Moreover, confidence, as understood by the Stoics, is not about arrogance or bravado. It's about quiet assurance, kind that comes from knowing that you are doing your best, that you are living in accordance with your values, and that you are prepared to face whatever challenges life throws your way. This kind of confidence is subtle but powerful. It doesn't need to be flaunted or proclaimed. It's simply there, evident in the way you carry yourself, the way you make decisions, and the way you interact with others. Confidence and independence often correlate with being less available. If you're not constantly seeking someone's attention, it shows that you're self-sufficient and confident in your own life. This independence can be very attractive, as it demonstrates that you're not relying on other people for sustenance or happiness. In a relationship, This confidence and independence manifest as a man who is not easily shaken by the ups and downs that inevitably come. He is steady, composed, and capable of handling difficulties without falling apart. This stability is deeply reassuring and attractive to women because it suggests that he is someone they can rely on, someone who won't crumble under pressure or become overly dependent on them for emotional support. It's the kind of quiet strength that, once recognized, becomes impossible to ignore. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential practice in Stoicism and is also a powerful tool in maintaining healthy relationships. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, but about creating a framework within which both you and others can thrive. For the Stoics, boundaries were a way of preserving one's energy, time, and focus, key elements in living a purposeful and intentional life. When a man sets clear boundaries, he communicates that he values his own needs, time, and well-being. This is not an act of selfishness, but of self-respect. By establishing what is acceptable and what is not, he shows that he is not willing to compromise his principles or allow others to take advantage of him. This strength of character is deeply attractive because it demonstrates that he knows his worth and is not afraid to protect it. In the context of a relationship, boundaries help maintain balance and mutual respect. They prevent one person from becoming too dependent on the other and ensure that both individuals can continue to grow and develop independently while still supporting each other. Stoicism teaches that we should be cautious about how we invest our time and energy, as these are finite resources. By setting boundaries, a man ensures that he does not spread himself too thin or allow others to dictate how he lives his life. Moreover, boundaries help prevent the erosion of self-respect, which is crucial in any relationship. When a man does not set boundaries, he risks being taken for granted or even disrespected. But when he is clear about his limits and expectations, he earns respect not only from others, but also from himself. This self-respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship because it ensures that interactions are based on mutual appreciation and understanding, rather than on manipulation or control. When it comes to setting boundaries, being less available also sets those healthy boundaries. It shows that you have a life outside the relationship and that you value your own space and time. This can encourage mutual respect and a more balanced relationship dynamic. Setting boundaries is also a way to maintain focus on what truly matters. The Stoics believed in the importance of living according to one's values and not being swayed by external distractions. By setting boundaries, a man prioritizes his goals and ensures that his energy is directed toward what is most important to him. This focus is attractive because it shows that he is a man of purpose, someone who knows what he wants and is not afraid to go after it. Avoiding neediness. Neediness is often a sign of a lack of self-control and inner strength, qualities that Stoicism teaches us to overcome. The Stoics believed that true happiness and contentment come from within, not from external sources. This means that a Stoic man does not seek validation or fulfillment from others, but instead finds it within himself. This inner strength and self-sufficiency make him less likely to be needy or desperate for attention, which in turn makes him more attractive. Embracing solitude and finding contentment within are key practices in Stoicism. The Stoics often spoke of the importance of being comfortable in your own company, of not needing others to fill a void within you. When a man is at peace with himself, when he does not rely on others for his happiness, he exudes a quiet confidence that is incredibly attractive. This detachment does not mean that he is indifferent or uncaring, but rather that he is not dependent on others for his sense of self-worth. Stoicism also teaches that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. In relationships, this means not clinging to others or trying to force outcome. A Stoic man understands that he cannot control how others feel or act, and so he does not waste his energy trying to manipulate situations to his advantage. Instead, he focuses on being the best version of himself, knowing that the right people will be drawn to him naturally. Being unavailable helps you avoid neediness. Women don't like needy guys. By being less available, you avoid coming across as a needy or desperate guy, and this will help maintain your self-respect making her see you as a high-value man. So being unavailable in a relationship doesn't necessarily mean neglecting or ignoring her. Instead, it's about maintaining a sense of independence, cultivating that self-respect, ensuring that there's a balanced dynamic happening in your relationship. This lack of neediness is attractive because it suggests strength, independence, and emotional maturity. A man who is not constantly seeking validation from others, who's content with who he is and what he has, is someone who others naturally want to be around. He is not weighed down by insecurity or desperation, but instead moves through life with a sense of calm and purpose. This self-assuredness is rare and valuable, making him stand out in a world where many are constantly seeking external approval. Being less available is not about playing games or manipulating others. It's about mastering yourself. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, such as increased perceived value, maintaining mystery, confidence and independence, setting boundaries, and avoiding neediness, you cultivate an inner strength that naturally attracts others to you. This is the true superpower of being unavailable. It allows you to live according to your own values, free from the need for external validation. And in doing so, you become the kind of man that others, especially women, cannot help but be drawn to. How to master being unavailable. Strategy 1. Cultivate your own interests and hobbies. Cultivating your own interests and hobbies is not just a way to fill your time. It's a vital component of leading a fulfilling life that naturally attracts others, including women. Stoicism teaches that self-mastery and continuous self-improvement are central to living a virtuous life. By dedicating yourself to pursuits that you are passionate about, you demonstrate that you have a rich inner world and that your life is driven by purpose, rather than the need for external validation. Imagine you've taken up a hobby like painting or learning a musical instrument. Not only does this give you something to be passionate about, but it also signals to the women in your life that you have a fulfilling life outside of the relationship. This makes you more interesting and gives your time spent together a richer context. Additionally, engaging in hobbies that challenge you, such as rock climbing or mastering a new language, shows that you are committed to personal growth, an attractive trait that suggests you are not complacent but are always striving to become a better version of yourself. From a Stoic perspective, these pursuits are more than just hobbies. They are practices in self-discipline and focus. By dedicating specific times during the week to these activities, you not only develop your skills, but also reinforce the idea that your time is valuable. This naturally makes you less available, which in turn increases your desirability. Women are drawn to men who are passionate and driven, and by cultivating your own interests, you embody these traits, making your presence more meaningful when you do choose to share your time with them. Strategy 2. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial in any relationship, but it's especially important in the context of romantic relationships. The Stoics believed that our time and energy are precious resources that should be guarded with care. By establishing clear boundaries, you communicate that you value your time and are not willing to compromise your principles or well-being for the sake of pleasing others. For example, if a woman you're seeing expects you to drop everything at a moment's notice to spend time with her, it's essential to set a boundary. Politely but firmly explain that while you enjoy her company, you also have commitments to your work, personal projects, and self-care that are non-negotiable. This isn't about being distant or aloof. It's about showing that you are a man of discipline who values his own life and time. From a Stoic standpoint, this is a demonstration of self-respect and self-control, core tenets of the philosophy. By setting these boundaries, you are practicing the Stoic art of living according to your values rather than being swayed by external pressures. This not only preserves your mental and emotional energy, but also earns you respect in the eyes of others, as it shows that you are a man who knows his worth. In a relationship, this creates a dynamic where both partners can thrive independently while still supporting each other. Women are naturally. Strategy 3. Focus on your goals and ambitions. A man driven by his goals and ambitions embodies the Stoic pursuit of excellence. Stoicism teaches that living with purpose and intention is the key to a fulfilling life. When you focus on your goals, whether they are personal, professional, or spiritual, you demonstrate that you are a man who is not easily distracted by the superficial or the trivial. In practical terms, this means setting clear objectives for yourself and working diligently to achieve them. For instance, you're working towards a promotion at work, training for a marathon, or learning a new skill. Make these priorities clear in your life. Communicate these ambitions to the women you are involved with, not to boast, but to share your journey and to show that your life has direction and meaning. Women are attracted to men who are driven by purpose because it signals that you have a strong sense of self and are not reliant on a relationship to define you. From a Stoic perspective, this focus on your goals is about living in alignment with your highest values. It's about striving to become the best version of yourself and making meaningful contributions to the world. By prioritizing your ambitions, you naturally become less available, which enhances your perceived value. Women appreciate men who are focused and driven because it suggests stability and reliability, qualities that are essential for a healthy and long-lasting relationship. Moreover, by staying true to your goals, you set an example of what it means to live with purpose, which is a core principle of Stoicism. Strategy 4. Maintain a social life. Maintaining a rich and diverse social life is essential in mastering the art of being unavailable. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of community and relationships, but it also teaches that one should not be overly dependent on any single person for fulfillment. A well-rounded social life shows that you are a man who values connections and is not solely focused on one relationship to the exclusion of all else. For instance, regularly making time for friends, attending social events, or being involved in community activities demonstrates that you have a broad support network. This not only enriches your life, but also signals to women that you are not overly reliant on them for companionship. It's important to strike a balance between nurturing your romantic relationships and maintaining your friendships and other social connections. If a woman sees that you are socially active and have a life outside of your relationship with her, it signals that you are secure in yourself and that you understand the importance of independence within a relationship. This approach aligns with Stoic teachings about the value of community, while also reinforcing the idea that your life is not defined by any single relationship. By cultivating a diverse social life, you naturally become less available, which creates a healthy dynamic in your romantic relationship. It allows both partners to maintain their independence and individuality, which is essential for long-term compatibility and mutual respect. Women are attracted to men who are well-rounded and socially active, because it suggests that you are a person who can balance different aspects of life effectively. Strategy 5. Practice self-care and personal development. Self-care and personal development are not just about maintaining physical health. They are about building a foundation of confidence, resilience, and inner strength. The Stoics believe that caring for the body and mind is essential for achieving a balanced and virtuous life. When you invest in self-care, you are not only improving your well-being, but also demonstrating that you value yourself, which is inherently attractive. For example, maintaining a regular exercise routine, eating a healthy diet, and ensuring you get enough rest are basic yet powerful ways to practice self-care. But Stoic self-care goes beyond the physical. It also includes nurturing your mind and spirit. Engaging in practices such as meditation, reading philosophy, or pursuing personal growth through courses or workshops are ways to cultivate inner peace and wisdom. These practices not only improve your mental and emotional resilience, but also make you a more attractive and centered individual. When you prioritize self-care, you naturally become less available, because you are dedicating time to your own well-being. This doesn't mean neglecting others. Rather, it ensures that you are the best version of yourself when you do engage with them. A man who takes care of himself exudes confidence and stability, traits that are highly attractive to women. In a relationship, this focus on self-care encourages both partners to grow individually, leading to a healthier and more balanced relationship. Women are drawn to men who are committed to their own personal development because it shows that you are a person who strives for excellence in all areas of life. Strategy 6. Be selectively available. Being selectively available is about being intentional with your time and presence. Stoicism teaches the value of moderation and the importance of being deliberate in your action. By being selectively available, you ensure that when you do spend time with someone, it is meaningful and impactful, rather than simply filling a void or passing time. For example, if you're in the early stages of dating, you might choose to be fully present and engaged during your dates, but not constantly available for casual texts or last-minute plans. This doesn't mean playing hard to get. It's about showing that your time is valuable and that you choose to spend it wisely. By not always being at someone's beck and call, you create a sense of anticipation and excitement. When you do interact, it's more likely to be appreciated and valued because it's not taken for granted. Stoic restraint in communication can build anticipation and keep the relationship dynamic. This approach is not about being distant or cold, but about ensuring that your interactions are purposeful and that they contribute positively to the relationship. By being selectively available, you maintain control over your life and your time, which is a key aspect of living according to Stoic principle. This strategy helps you avoid burnout and ensures that your relationships are based on quality rather than quantity, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Strategy 7. Build anticipation and excitement. Building anticipation and excitement is essential in keeping any relationship fresh and engaging. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate life's moments and to bring joy into the lives of others. By creating moments of surprise and spontaneity, keep the relationship dynamic and prevent it from becoming routine or predictable. For instance, instead of always following a set pattern in your relationship, you might surprise your partner with a spontaneous day trip, thoughtful gift, or even just an unexpected message. It shows you're thinking of her. These small acts of spontaneity keep the relationship alive and demonstrate that you value the connection enough. Put in the effort to keep it exciting. The Stoic idea of appreciating life's moments ties into this strategy. Life is fleeting, and Stoicism teaches us to make the most of the time we have. By injecting excitement into your relationship, you're not just making it more enjoyable for both partners, you're also practicing the Stoic principle of living fully in the present. This approach helps you avoid complacency and ensures that your relationship remains vibrant and fulfilling. By mastering the art of building anticipation and excitement, you show that you are a man who is not content with the mundane, but who seeks to elevate his life and his relationships to a higher level of fulfillment and joy. Let me wrap up this video by emphasizing that being unavailable is not the only reason women are drawn to certain men, but it is a powerful factor that can enhance your attractiveness when applied wisely. Unavailability, when balanced with authenticity, respect, and clear communication, can increase your likability and create a sense of intrigue. However, the goal isn't to play games or manipulate. It's about understanding how to encourage the behaviors in women that foster genuine connection and build a meaningful relationship. Stoic principles guide us in cultivating self-mastery, independence, and purpose, traits that naturally draw others to us. By embracing these strategies, you can enhance your desirability while staying true to yourself. Remember, at the end of the day, the most fulfilling relationships are those built on mutual respect and understanding. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you become the best version of yourself. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below with any requests or questions. And before you go, let us know how satisfied you are with this video by rating your experience on a scale of 1 to 5. 1. Very dissatisfied. 2. Dissatisfied. 3. Neutral. 4. Satisfied. Very satisfied. Your feedback is crucial in helping us improve and create content that truly resonates with you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.